Okay, part 1, restoration. Let's go. What you're looking at here is a 1991 Kona Cinder cone designed by Joe Murray. Had this bike since I was 18 and it's served me really well. I worked as a cycle courier in my early 20s. I did a lot of mountain biking, and I also completed a few cycle tours, a couple across France and one in the UK, which was from Portsmouth to Cornwall. So yeah, a very versatile bike, steel frame, really strong, can do all sorts with it. So let's have a quick little run through of this bike. Quick look at the rims. They are Mavic 221s. As we go to the front end, we've got the original Project 2 forks. The brakes on there are the original Suntour brakes, cantilevers. Still working fine. Front end, we've got X-Lite bar ends, sash wavy shifters, XT brake levers. The stem is the Kona Velocity stem that came with the bike, all original. As you can see, there's a few scratches on the frame. Iconic flight titanium saddle, replaced the original Averset saddle with that back in the mid-90s. These are the pedals I picked up, the Duo LX pedals. Those were new but old stock, so I was quite chuffed to get those. Rear calipers are Duo XT. They were replaced back in the 90s, I think, mid-90s, sorry. Front mech is a Suntour front mech that came original with the bike. The rear mech is a Duo XT that was replaced in the mid-90s. Slightly worn saddle there, still good though. Original decals there on the bike, on the other side. And there she is. So surprisingly, it didn't take much to get this bike up and running again. I bought some new pedals, brake pads, cables, gave it all a re-grease and a good old clean, and I was up and riding again, and it was amazing, just bringing back all those memories of being on this bike and going on adventures, that sense of freedom, being out in nature, just fantastic. It's been great getting this bike up and running again and hitting the trails and feeling all nostalgic, but now it's time to really start and do this restoration properly. So here we go with the strip down. Surprisingly, everything came apart quite nicely. I had a few issues. The forks got a bit stuck, but eventually they came out. And one of the crank arms was completely seized on, and so I ended up having to kind of hacksaw that off in the end. And the seat post got stuck, but that's another story in itself. Yeah, stay tuned for that one. I'll probably do a completely different vlog on how I managed to get that seat post out, because it was quite a job. But yeah, quite an interesting thing to do, really. You know, stripping this bike back. It's almost 30 years old, and I kind of feel it's part of me, really. That stripping back of layers and going back to bare bones is quite a process, and I think I've done that myself, I suppose, in my own kind of mental health journey, and I suppose this is what this vlog is about. It's not just about restoring a bike. There's a parallel there with my own kind of health, and yeah, stay tuned for the next instalment. Thanks for watching.